OutDaughtered. Fans spot the holes in the episode where Blayke babysits the kids. They're fine. TLC's OutDaughtered follows the lives of Adam and Danielle Busby as they raise their 6 children, 5 of whom are quintuplets. And viewers recently spotted some holes in a plotline where Blayke babysits the kids. TLC's OutDaughtered made its return to television after a 2-year filming hiatus. The Busby family, spearheaded by Adam and Danielle Busby, have shared their journey with the world, the United States' only all-female set of quintuplets. Plus, the two have an older daughter, Blayke, who they parent as well. Fans tend to take to Reddit to discuss the various themes throughout the show, as well as scenes they like and dislike. And some users found a major hole in one of the alleged plot lines during the episode where Blayke watches her little sisters. OutDaughtered. Fans spotted something wrong with the plot in one episode. In a recent episode, Adam and Danielle's babysitter supposedly canceled on them at the last minute. As a result, Adam and Danielle were left with nobody to watch the Quints while they celebrated Danielle's sister's birthday. Adam had the idea to have Blayke and her cousins watch the girls, and while Danielle was hesitant, she eventually asked and Blayke was fine with it. During the episode, though, the daughters don't answer their phones when Danielle tries calling. It worries the parents who are out to eat, and they wind up leaving the restaurant before they planned to. But fans recognize that it was all a fake plotline for one easy reason. The kids were obviously safe because they were being filmed by TLC's production crew. "I know this is TLC-created drama," one user wrote on Reddit, adding that they still liked seeing the young kids take charge, nonetheless. "The whole production team is there," someone else commented. "They were fine." Another user added that the drama of Blayke watching the kids for an hour or two was not necessary, and that she is old enough to do so. It was an interesting observation, as the camera crew is obviously out of view during filming. But it sort of made clear that much of the drama we see on reality TV is actually set up. Some fans have taken issue with Adam and Danielle Busby's parenting on OutDaughtered. The moment anyone decides to put their family on camera, they are immediately subjected to anyone and everyone's opinions. Of course, raising 6 children isn't easy, and Adam and Danielle are just doing their best. The Quints are 8 years old now, meaning at least they're in school full-time, but some fans still take issue with some of Adam and Danielle's parenting techniques. In one Instagram story, Danielle showed one of the Quints wearing makeup, and fans were quick to say it was too soon. People were torn on this, with a good number of fans saying it was perfectly acceptable for an 8-year-old to explore makeup. In another situation, fans noticed that some of the kids weren't properly wearing their seatbelts while in the back of the car, and people took issue with that. Of course, it's hard to see what everyone is doing at all times when you have 6 kids, and while some fans are aware of that, others see it as concerning. OutDaughtered's Danielle Busby shocked quintuplets dental work will cost $35,000. That's insane. Expensive smiles. OutDaughtered star Danielle Busby was shocked to learn that her quintuplets, Ava Lane, Olivia Marie, Hazel Grace, Riley Page, and Parker Kate, need thousands of dollars of orthodontic work in a clip for season 10 of the series. The video, shared by people in an article published on Friday, May 3rd, shows a quick clip of each of the Busby girls having their mouths examined by an orthodontist. "Alright, so what's the grand total when they're ready?" the orthodontist said to Danielle, 40. "Estimate is about $35,000. The mom of 6 quickly covered her face with her hands in shock at the cost. $35,000? That's insane, Danielle told the cameras. "I should have just took sick one daughter. It probably would have felt less wah," she added while making a movement with her hands to indicate the shock she felt at the news. The girls, 9, also shared their teeth brushing habits with Parker, who said, "I brush for 2 minutes every day because you're supposed to brush them for 2 minutes. Which reality TV show would you want to join?" But her sister, Hazel, quickly called her out and said, You don't even brush your teeth that much." The girls bickered back and forth, and eventually, the clip gave fans some details on what some of the quintuplets will likely need in the future. Danielle was informed that Olivia would need full braces once she gets her permanent teeth, and she suffers from an overbite, while Riley has an underbite. Ava brushes the worst, cause her teeth has brown spots on these teeth, Riley told producers during a confessional while pointing to her sister. "The doctor said you gotta stop eating blueberries and strawberries, but I don't care. Ava quickly replied and added that she has an overbite and an underbite. Riley also told the cameras that her dad revealed to her that the tooth fairy isn't necessarily as cute and innocent as the world seems to think. My dad said the tooth fairy's whole entire body's covered with teeth. Even the feet, even the eyes, Riley said before Parker added. Even her wings. Riley then looked at the camera with wide eyes and confessed, "It's scary. Really scary." The TLC show has followed the Busby family since 2016 as Danielle and husband Adam Busby navigate life with quintuplets and their older daughter, Blayke Louise, in the Houston, Texas area. A trailer for OutDaughtered Season 10 dropped on April 10th and showed that life in the Busby household continues to get busier as the Quints age. TLC's OutDaughtered. The Busbys revealed the true reason they're filming the show, and it's not the money. Adam and Danielle Busby have been filming OutDaughtered for 8 years, and they revealed the real reason: they want their daughters on camera. Adam and Danielle Busby have graced our televisions on TLC's OutDaughtered since 2016. The two are the parents of the United States' only all-female set of quintuplets, and they share an older daughter, Blayke, who is 4 years ahead of her younger sisters. That makes 6 daughters total, and it also makes for a great TV show. Adam and Danielle have talked about why they chose to do the show, and some might automatically assume it's for the paycheck. While there's a chance that that helps, Adam and Danielle have said there is actually another reason behind their motivation for the show. Adam and Danielle Busby chose to do OutDaughtered to give their kids some memories. Depending on when you grew up, you might have had your parents follow you around with a video camera or pull out the digital camera to make memories. These days, most people film their kids on their phones, but Adam and Danielle wanted to take it a step further and have a full camera crew build memories for their daughters. That's what they say the main reason was for choosing to do the show. In an interview with The List, Adam and Danielle discussed the major perk of filming, giving their kids something to look back on. "I would give anything to be able to go back and see how my dad interacted with my grandfather whenever he was a kid," Adam said. "I never got to meet my grandfather. But our kids and our grandkids are going to have such a unique experience of being able to go back and watch that and watch how their family evolved and how their grandmother interacted with their parents and their grandfather interacted with their mom growing up and what that was like." Adam continued by saying, "It's all there for them to see and enjoy, and it's a very unique experience for sure." Adam and Danielle have certainly had to deal with the challenges of being in the public eye, but giving their kids the ability to always see their childhoods on film was seemingly worth it. Adam and Danielle Busby do open themselves up to criticism on OutDaughtered, though. The one downside to putting your entire life on camera is having to deal with the negative side, the criticism. Adam told The List that people do critique the couple on social media for not giving Blayke enough attention, but they added that, behind the scenes, she actually gets the most attention. People also post about the family on Reddit, discussing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and giving their unsolicited opinions of Adam and Danielle's parenting. The two were called out by fans for allowing their daughter Parker to wear makeup, and also for not keeping a close enough eye on how the kids wore their seatbelts in the car. Still, the Busbys have plenty of fans who know that parenting is a learning process, and they've seemed to enjoy their overall experience on TV. What happened to Mimi on OutDaughtered? After a 2-year hiatus, OutDaughtered has returned to TLC with a brand new season about the Busby family and their 6 daughters. Parents Danielle and Adam decided a break was necessary after they struggled to film through the COVID-19 pandemic, and as such the family took the break to spend time together as a family without the cameras and to address Danielle's health issues. Viewers are happy to see the family back on TV after what was hopefully a restorative hiatus, but they were quick to notice the absence of one family member. Danielle's mother Mimi has been a near-constant presence on the show after she moved from Louisiana to Houston to help with the Quintuplets, even moving in with Danielle and Adam after she lost her home during Hurricane Harvey in 2017. While Mimi was happy to be closer to her daughter and grandbabies, she has mentioned on the show in the past that she felt it wasn't healthy for her to live with the couple long-term. As Season 9 of OutDaughtered continues, it looks even less likely that Mimi is going to appear in this season at all. After the new trailer for Season 9 aired and Mimi was conspicuously absent, Fans wondered if she had been kicked off the show. We can't confirm whether Mimi is never coming back, but it's likely that legal issues are part of the reason for her disappearance. Mimi last appeared in Season 8 of OutDaughtered, which aired in 2021 after filming in 2020. In October of 2020, Mimi was arrested for a DUI after police noticed her car swerving late at night. After the arrest, Mimi reportedly joined a diversion program for first-time offenders and also deactivated her Instagram. Her account has been reactivated since, but is currently private, making it difficult for fans to keep up with Grandma Mimi's whereabouts. According to her LinkedIn profile, Mimi is currently working as a realtor with a company based in Houston, so it's likely she still sees her family from time to time despite no longer being on the show. Given that she's private her social media, it's hard to determine if Mimi was kicked off the show or if she left because she would like to keep a low profile after her arrest. The Busby family is keeping quiet about Mimi and hasn't addressed her absence, as of this article. Both Danielle and Adam are both active on their social media accounts and frequently post family pictures, but so far, Grandma Mimi hasn't appeared in any recent photos. While we can't promise Mimi will show, you can watch new episodes of OutDaughtered on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on TLC. The Busby family's quintuplet girls on OutDaughtered keeps the family on its toes. TLC's OutDaughtered follows Adam and Danielle Busby, their daughter Blayke, and their 5 quintuplet girls. The Busby family welcomed the first all-girl quintuplets in the United States, and the reality series follows the highs and lows that the larger-than-life family experiences. Because the family has such a unique set of kids, some are curious about whether or not the Busby Quints are identical. The Quints were born in 2015 in Texas. And since they were infants, the Busby family has been a TLC fixture. Viewers watch how they manage day-to-day life with 6 daughters in all, and what it takes to keep things running smoothly. Or, in some cases, since this is a reality show, not so smoothly. Naturally, there are often questions about the all-girl quintuplets. Are the Busby Quints identical on OutDaughtered? As with most things with the Busby family, when it comes to whether or not the Quints are identical, it's complicated. Not all 5 girls are identical, but 2 of them are. Of the 5 of them, Ava and Olivia are identical to each other, but the other sisters are not. But that can happen with multiples, just like fraternal or identical twins born on their own rather than in a group of quadruplets or quintuplets. Getting a set of quintuplets who are identical is extremely rare. All-girl quints are rare in general, as we know since the Busbys were the first case of that in the US. But because quints can technically be fraternal or identical, there are 2 of them in the Busby family who look exactly alike. The other 3 Quints and older sister Blayke certainly resemble each other, though. Danielle and Adam Busby have addressed having more kids. With a family so large, it's easy to see why Danielle and Adam often field questions about having more kids. But with a family of 8, it's no surprise that, as far as they're concerned, they're done having children. Or at least, Danielle is done giving birth to children. In 2019, Danielle and Adam told Us Weekly that the shops closed on having more kids. Adam clarified that they would never completely shut the door on adoption. For now, though, they seem plenty busy rearing their 6 children, running a business, and starring in a reality show. But the one thing the Busby parents seem to never lose sight of is making sure their family comes first. They took a 2-year break between seasons 8 and 9 of OutDaughtered, particularly because of the stifled feeling of filming the show during the COVID-19 pandemic. Filming a season of our show usually takes anywhere from 3 months to 6 months, tops, but during COVID, it dragged on for the better part of a year, Adam told Today. It just started to weigh on the kids and us. Eventually, they decided as a family to resume filming and all 6 of the Busby daughters slid back into the routine easily. But it shows just how close-knit the Busbys are, both on and off the show. How OutDaughtered's Danielle Busby navigates FOMO with 6 kids. I do miss out exclusive. Parenting 6 children is hard under any circumstances, even more so when there are cameras involved, but OutDaughtered star Danielle Busby tries not to let herself worry too much. I don't like the word guilt, the reality star, 39, exclusively told Us Weekly while promoting season 9 of the TLC series. I'm not going to say mom guilt, but I have a lot of FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. Danielle went on to note that her husband, Adam Busby, has been willing to amp up the solo time since the days when they were parents of just one daughter, but she sometimes feels a little bummed when she misses a fun activity.
He's still dull.
Amazing, fun things, Danielle said of Adam, 41. I'm like, but why didn't we do that before I left? But I love that.
I love that about him.
I love that he's such an amazing dad, that he wants to do these things for the girls. And so I do miss out because I love having fun. Adam and Danielle, who tied the knot in 2006, share 6 daughters, Blayke, 12, and Quintuplets Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker, 8. Every dad needs a little girl, Adam gushed to us. It's just the way that a daughter looks at her dad, the way that she looks up to him and stuff. There's nothing better, and they're just so sweet. The Busby family made their reality TV debut in 2016, but they've been on hiatus for more than 2 years. We just really needed some breathing room, Danielle said, explaining why they decided to take a break from filming. We became parents of 6 kids, and then we've had the show since we've had 6 kids, so we just kind of needed to reassess. When the coronavirus pandemic began in early 2020, the Busbys finally had the chance to slow down and spend more time with one another. It gave us that time to really sit down as a family and start, as the kids got older, to talk around the table, Danielle recalled. It's one of my favorite things to do as a child growing up. As it turns out, the girls had started to miss filming as well, so it felt like the right time to restart the show. They were excited for cameras to come back and asked for quite a while, Danielle said. Like, where are they at? When are they coming back? So, we've had some fun, making progress. Danielle Busby health update. How is the OutDaughtered mom doing now? OutDaughtered reality star Danielle Busby worried fans in 2022 after she announced that she had been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. Now, fans want to know how she's doing and if her condition has improved. What disease does Danielle Busby from OutDaughtered have? Over the years, Danielle Busby has been open about the struggles of her autoimmune disease battle. In a July 2023 interview with Us Weekly, she got candid about her experiences, revealing that she started to worry after her energy began decreasing. I used to not be able to get upstairs without feeling like I was going to pass out, the reality star told the outlet. That's just not a norm for me. I was always athletic and kind of fit, and we've always taken care of ourselves. So for my body to go so down, it just was alarming. Busby started noticing these changes after giving birth to her quintuplets, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker, in 2015. After I had them, my body never kind of recovered because it was non-stop movement. I was living a life of adrenaline for years, she continued. So when my body started to slow down and they were in school and kindergarten and, well, first grade, really my body wasn't used to this. And so I went into this shock. Her doctors later diagnosed her with migraines and began treating her for fibromyalgia. However, she told Us Weekly that her condition is still in discovery. Fibromyalgia, also known as fibrositis, is a common disorder that causes chronic pain and tenderness throughout the body. It affects an estimated 5 million adults throughout the United States and can cause fatigue and trouble sleeping, according to the National Library of Medicine. Those with lupus or rheumatoid arthritis are at a higher risk for fibromyalgia, but other things like stressful or traumatic events are also risk factors for the illness, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC). The CDC notes that women are twice as likely to be diagnosed with fibromyalgia as men. At this time, there is no cure for fibromyalgia, but it can be managed with medication and self-management strategies such as aerobic exercise and yoga. How is Danielle Busby's health now? During Busby's interview with Us Weekly, she explained that she has good days and bad days. It's hard sometimes to even explain what I'm feeling or how my body is reacting to something, even in the view of Adam, because he's like, "You look fine. You were fine yesterday," she said. It's annoying, it's frustrating, and there's days where I didn't do anything extreme or offset or something, and I just will get up and I can't move my hands and my feet, and so it's an up and down journey. Despite the struggles, she revealed that she hadn't had a migraine in probably 6 months, which is why her family decided to restart OutDaughtered after a 2-year hiatus. We just picked up right where we left off, Busby's husband, Adam Busby, said of the family's TLC return. It felt like old times, and it was cool just to see, the crew members that returned this past season, just because they're like family to us.